First, want to give a shout out to some friends that are in town. Mr. Fuckface Garrett Backey from Arizona. Jerk off Craig Nabbitt from LA. Fucking dicks. But I'm glad you're here. So we're gonna shit on my family right now. My Christmas was great. You know why it was great? It was a big fat Greek fucking Christmas. Because I got a big fat fucking Greek family. They brought out all the whistles. The aunts, the uncles, all fucking, we're loud, right? Just loud, everything's so loud. My aunts, I'm like, bitch, I'm standing right here, why are you yelling? She's like, okay, I'm sorry. I'm like, yeah, you are sorry. Anyhow, then my kids show up. Not late, not fashionably late, obnoxiously late. I look at my son, just look at your daughter. I look at my daughter. I'm like, Peanut, that's what I call her, Peanut. I'm like, Peanut, really? You're gonna show up at family Christmas dinner all fucking stoned? She's like, Dad, I can't hang around your family unless we're fucking hot. I'm like, all right, bitch, I'll give you that. She's not a bitch though. She just went to Michigan. This is what she bought me for Christmas, for shirt. I fucking love the killer. And you know, she busts out with like, Dad, you did a lot of drugs when you were young. I'm like, where do you get that? Where do you get that? She's like, Mom. I'm like, Mom, huh? I'm like, did Mom tell you what she used to do? Well, she said that she's tried weed a couple times and she didn't really inhale. I'm like, oh, so she's Bill Clinton now? I'm like, okay. So I go and call my ex. I'm like, hey, bitch, it's me. Remember all those fucking hotels we used to get? Remember all that coke I did off your ass? Remember me numbing up your lips with my dick? What about all the fucking acid we dropped? The shrooms we ate, the weed we smoked? Why am I the bad guy in all of this? She's like, shut up, stupid. I'm like, you shut up, bitch. Click. Actually, my wife is great. My ex-wife she's done a wonderful job. So I didn't really mean to shit on her, but I had to. What else? Let's talk about this guy at the grocery store. He was having a panic attack. Hit his cart. He was whipping through, you know, like crazy. Like, what the fuck? And he smacks into this other guy. The guy's like, hey man, what's the problem? He's like, I can't find my wife. I lost her. The guy's like, I lost my wife too. Why? You don't see me acting like this. What's your wife look like? Oh, she's about 5'5", 115 pounds, small waist, firm tits, tight ass, blonde, blue-eyed. Your wife? Well, you know what? Fuck my wife. Let's go find your wife.
Good for you.
All right. Let's talk about Greece for a minute. Anybody been in the Greek islands? Anybody? Anybody been out of Ferndale? All right. My man, dude, I gotta give props to this guy. He was sitting there and all of a sudden a fucking jar of weed just falls out. I'm like, oh shit. And he looked at me and I looked at him. I'm like, it's your shit, pick it up. All right. Anyways, in Greece, right, this, you know, when you go to Greece, you can get anything you want, really. There's pharmacies every fucking 5 feet. So when I go there, which is pretty much, I try to go every year, when I get there, I want to mellow out. So right away, I get off the plane, I get right to the pharmacy, you know, and the way I do Greece, I do it 2 ways. One way I do it, I can do Greek because I'm fluent, I can just pass by that way. But if I have to be like American, then I get my Brooklyn accent, you know, forget about it, that type of shit going on, you know, to confuse the Greeks a little bit. For instance, I'm at the pharmacy now. I'm like, I need to settle down. I'm like, I need, I don't know, aspirin won't work. I'm like, can I get that Xanax? Yeah, no, to the left, the bars. Yep, okay, great. Are those Norcos? Wonderful, we'll take those. Is that Oxycontin? The 30s? Fucking how much fun is that? I'll take that. What? You got expired morphine from World War II? Oh my God, who doesn't want that? I'll take 2 shots of that. And now the Greek lady, the Greek lady's like, she throws out at me, "Παρακαλώ, έχεις συνταγή για όλα τα πράγματα που αγόρασες?" Basically, do you have a script? I'm like, ah. She's like, ah. And now the English, the Brooklyn in me comes out. I'm like, "Hey, honey, you speak any English?" A little. I'm like, "Listen, nothing but nothing. I need a little something to, calm me down. Forget about it. I got cash. I got what you need. I need you to do me a solid. You do me a solid?" She's like, "Okay, don't tell nobody except your American friends. And don't give anything to any of the girls you meet on the island." I'm like, "Bitch, do I look like Cosby to you?" And yeah, if I meet someone that I hate so much that I want them to possibly overdose, I'll send them to you. No problem. No problem, honey.
Snap.
All right, I got a good joke here. 3 guys going to a bar. Oh shit. Anytime a joke starts with 3 guys going into a bar, you know there's some racial overtones there. So I scanned the place earlier to make sure, because it starts off with 2 white guys and that and could be anybody, Greek, anything. But for tonight's purposes, I'm going to pick a Mexican. So 2 white guys and a Mexican going to a bar, best friends, war buddies, right? We're up at the bar. All this commotion's going on down at the end of the bar. And they ask the bartender, "What's going on?" Oh, he's like, "Oh, you haven't heard? Jesus is here." I'm like, "Jesus? Wow, my mouth is fucking dry. I need some water." Garrett, grab me that water right there next to you. Anyways, Jesus is here. And they're like, "Jesus, huh? Jesus? Jesus. Great. So we'll send Jesus a beer. A nice cold can of Schlitz beer for Jesus." Why'd you do that? For fun later. You fucking asshole. Jesus! He gets his beer. Look. Great. Walks up to the boys. He's like, wanted to thank them. "Thank you, my children, for that lovely ice cold Schlitz beer. I am Jesus. A Heineken or a Budweiser would have worked, but next time." Looks at the first white guy. He's like, "What can I do for you, my child?" He's like, "Jesus, I got an eye in the war. I can't fucking see. Maybe you can help me out." She's like, "Yes, my son." Fucks up with his eye. Now the guy can see. "Holy shit, Jesus, you rock. Thank you." Looks at the second white guy. Well, the second white guy was all fucked up. He had no neck, fucking arm all fucked up, can't jerk off at all. He's all messed up. He's like, "Jesus, I don't have a neck and I got a bum arm. Can you help me out?" Jesus like, "Yes, my son." Touches him, boom, he's got a neck, touches his arm, bam, he's got an arm, he can jerk off now. Fucking A. Now the Mexican. He looks at the Mexican and says, "What can I do for you, my son?" The Mexican's like, "Look, motherfucker, don't lay hands on me. I'm on disability." Woo! Woo, that was so wrong. Okay, one last one here. I had a great friend, black friend, awesome. We came up together. You guys know him, Chris Goss, right? Really good looking guy, always clean, nice pants, great shoes. Granted, his 2 older brothers were gay, which washed down to him, which incidentally washed down to me. Wonderful. One day we're sitting there, and he's like, "Hey, Mike, you know what they say about black men and white women, right?" I'm like, "No, Chris, I don't know what they say. Why don't you enlighten me?" He's like, "Well, once they go black, they don't go back." And I'm like, "Well, you know what they say about Greek men and just about any woman, really. It doesn't even have to be white." He's like, "What?" "Once they go Greek, they won't sit for a week." Ow. My name is Mic.Nite.Fernadale. Thank you so much. Mic.Nite.Fernadale.